I'm wondering if he kept the exact same deck list for the round of eight for this HearthStats Champions League tournament.
Do you think he would? I mean, what kind of druid deck would he have brought? Does ramp druid right now is actually not
Some other matchups before, but I will openly admit this is actually my favorite. For
decision
many, many
making.
reasons. Exactly. The
Yeah.
decisions you make each and every turn make such a huge impact on the game. Like, for example, right away, you see that Reynad coined out coin or coined out tap, which most people say is a good idea if you don't have good early game. However, it seems like he has Twilight Drake and Mountain Giant in his hand. So, what do you think about that early tap that he pulled off?
My guess is that he thinks his Twilight Drake is gonna die anyway, and he probably wants to thin the deck as fast as possible as far as combos go. Because the Drake is gonna die, so why would I care about one extra health on it? Maybe. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. He just basically switched the coin for an extra card, which personally I do like to do. I don't mind doing that. I can't see a problem with it.
I really think that Reynad should play the Sunfear Protector right now, just to kind of thin out some of that armor, allowing him to kind of keep a Drake alive if he plays it.
Yeah, it's getting really risky now. We're going up after a shield block, which obviously he probably won't play now. That would bring it up way beyond what he needs to kill a giant.
Hmm.
This is actually really tricky right now for Reynad, who runs actually
Yeah.
two Iron Beak Owls.
I would say this is actually tricky for both players. Even though Reynad does have the early game necessary to take out a warrior, Firebat has all the answers. He's got shield block, execute. He's got the activator for the shield block shield
For
slam.
execute,
He's got
yeah.
the activator of shield block, and then he has a whirlwind to activate the execute.
Well, he's even got the Black Knight for good measure in case something slips through. So I would say right now that Firebat is looking pretty strong. And while you might usually be kind of worried about this 410, he definitely has all the answers he needs for that, which is kind of tricky. Really, really, really annoying for him.
Do you think he'll
Uh,
go with the whirlwind execute here, or really go with the shield block, shield slam?
uh, I don't know. I mean, on the only time where I'd probably keep Whirlwind for when I can maybe take out an Iron Beak Owl with it at the same time. Does that make a bit of sense? I might just go for
Hmm.
the Shield Slam here, or also not do it. I mean, I would do it, but oh
I
yeah, he
would
does.
absolutely
Okay.
do it.
Otherwise, your armor gets thinned down a little bit every turn, and then that starts really, really
Hmm.
hampering your ability to remove the board. Oh, that's a
Oh, I like
pretty
this follow-up watcher that Reynad was able to pull, allowing him to
yeah.
possibly Iron Beak Owl the following turn.
Able to pull. Yeah, he just that was a
It's all
really
skill.
nice top deck. Yeah, it's amazing though the way that it's actually going to help him. Wow, that is an incredible turn too. He actually pulled an Acolyte of Pain on this one.
Yeah, it's all skill. That's what he wanted.
That's what they say, right? Yeah, that's actually really nice for them. Now both players are kind of in equal position. Reynad still has really good follow-ups. I like the Iron Beak Owl here on the Watcher,
Hmm.
or I mean that's what I do just to kill the Acolyte of Pain so he doesn't get more card draw off it, and even gets a second
He
Watcher.
actually,
Wait,
wow, decides to go face. No, I think that's smart. At this point, Reynad just wants to get rid of that armor, allowing him to eventually get out some bigger minions.
are you already afraid of a second Shield Slam this early? I mean, I'm always playing the possibilities, and I think it's less likely that he's got a Shield Slam than something else.
It's not really that as much as what kind of card would he be worried about leaving that Acolyte? I mean, I
Yeah,
guess a Cruel Taskmaster, but that does three damage, which none of his minions really has a huge effect on. Um,
yeah, that's a really good point. Never mind. Um, yeah, that's definitely a good point. You're right.
I really like how Reynad realized that it was better just start pinging down this armor. A lot of times this game ends in Handlock's favor due to the Leroy combo for the 20 damage, which thank God won't exist in about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, but there's also like it's funny how Handlock is not. A lot of people view Handlock as what a control deck, but it's actually not a control deck. You can't afford most of the time to play it as one, because you do have to. It's a lot more aggressive than people give it credit for. I'd say
Hmm.
as a deck, and you do have to reach for that extra health that you can remove bit by bit until you can unleash the combo. Now I don't know once the combo goes out and gets rotated out, what happens? Do people start
So
running Arcane Golem and Power Overwhelming?
that's a very have you I mean the Arcane Golem double power overwhelming faceless. What is that?
24 damage,
20
right?
24 damage in one combo. That I
Yeah.
can absolutely still being played. Even if you run one power overwhelming, it's still a 16 damage burst.
Yeah, it's a good substitute, right?
Hmm.
I could see that. And the best thing is, if you were to pay only one power overwhelming, it still only costs you 9 mana. Like it's the same thing as Leroy essentially.
Exactly.
And with double power overwhelming, you get up to 10. That's instantly lethal, almost on anything. Now, wow, this is a bit tricky. Reynad keeps going face because he knows he can't get brawled, is my
Hmm.
assumption. Um,
And he already has two out of three pieces. I think at this point he's really just looking for that power overwhelming for an early finish against a warrior.
yeah. Unfortunately for Firebat, no taunts to stop Reynad, so he's gonna have to rely on his spells to do so.
Hmm. And
I would have, yeah. Go
this will
ahead.
first force out some unnecessary executes, shield slams that, and even it looks like he's reaching for a faceless that Firebat really, really wants to save for big minions. So the aggressiveness coming from Reynad puts Firebat in such an awkward position that he has no choice but to really waste some of his stuff on Ancient Watcher or Lotheb.
Oh, this feels so bad. But at the same time, you realize that if the enemy Warlock is pushing you so hard, there's a reason for it. And yeah, Firebat is definitely seeing through that. Now, Execute here is still not a very good play either way. I do see the Armor Smith being viable if you expect a lot of burst, and he does. Okay. So I kind of understand what Firebat is seeing here. I mean, Lothar doesn't die to the Watchers, at
I
least not
am a
right
little
off the bat.
confused that he decided to play Faceless versus Harrison. I mean, I guess the 4 health makes a difference, so it can't trade up with the Watcher. But a Faceless can make such a huge swing if you get a Giant or even a Sludge Belcher in a bad situation.
It's
I
probably better than Lothar in that
mhm.
case. Yeah, there's definitely an argument to be made. I think you're right. I would tend to agree with you there. It does make a lot of sense to just hold on to Faceless for something a bit more swingy, right? Because Harrison
Mhm.
Jones in this matchup anyway is dead outside of Jaraxxus, which
Exactly.
you shouldn't expect systematically. Yeah. This is a
Well,
bit
I'm not
tricky for
exactly
Reynad,
sure.
though.
No, I'm not exactly sure what Firebat was hoping or looking for with that Faceless versus Harrison, but I guess he just doesn't want to get run into an easy Soulfire wipe.
He's getting 2 armor out of the Lotheb, I'm assuming. Actually, Reynad could just decide. Well, I no, you
Reynad's
probably
in a
never do
weird
that,
spot right now with this hand.
isn't he?
I'm
Eh?
thinking his best option is just a Belcher.
I would Siphon Soul Lotheb personally. Yeah, there we go. I was
Really?
gonna say Siphon
Oh,
Soul
okay.
wipe the board is uh, pretty interesting here. Because you leave him with nearly no armor, no board, so he almost has to brawl right now. He hasn't shown any sign of a belcher, which means you can keep applying pressure. And oh, lo and behold, here comes the burp man. Oh, as prophesied by the almighty warriors.
So
Ah,
Firebat realized how fast he's getting bursted down. But
mm-hmm.
again, he does not want to waste an execute on a Watcher.
So
Reynad
could you
has
just,
gotten so much value out of those cards right now.
yeah, no taunts for the Black Knight to activate either. So do you just
Hmm.
Belcher, Cruel Taskmaster, the Owl, and execute the 4/4 and let the 4/2 smack itself onto the Belcher there?
I really think that's his best option at this point.
I
It's unfortunate as it is.
it's awkward. He could try to dig for something better, but I don't think anything better will come up. All right, now Reynad is just going to faceless that. I don't know. Do you? I mean, you could faceless. Execute is still a problem though.
Firebat really just gave up his kill. He gave up his what's it called? Or win condition, I
Yeah, but
think.
if you play Grommash without winning right away, usually you end up in a pretty bad spot in the very end. I like to keep Grommash for those, winning moments. I think it's pretty much the function of the card in Warlock. Yeah, and
Oh,
Reynad is not going to fall for it. He's
he's
gonna
just
go
going
all
full face
face.
at this point.
Yeah, he realizes by facelessing Grommash, what ends up happening is that he can't get the Leroy combo, right? So there's no point holding on for damage because Leroy and Hellfire should be able to seal it eventually.
Hmm.
Oh, what a nice pickup by Firebat. That brawl is going to be insane.
It's going to
Even
decide
if,
this game.
yeah, it will. It definitely will. And, woo, the only thing remaining is a little puny
Okay.
owl.
Believe it or not, that's actually good for Firebat. Obviously, keeping his Grommash alive would have put him back in this game, but this keeps him alive.
Well, I would have maybe shield blocked and cruel taskmaster, but I could see why he's just playing the Belcher.
Hmm. I think I would have cruel. Yeah, I like the. I would actually probably would have cruel task and just armored up because keep in mind he does have another shield slam,
Oh,
so
he
he
does
definitely
have
wants to.
one. Yeah,
He wants to save the shield block for that.
that's true. Oh, this is not looking good. Uh-oh.
I can see the
Leroy,
Black Knight.
Soulfire, Hellfire. There's a lot of really high burst here. The next few turns. Now the last taunt is down. Wow. So Leroy, Hellfire, that's a total of 9 plus Soulfire, that's 13. So two more
Hmm.
damage will seal the game in Reynad's favor against this warrior. Wow. That's a bit unfortunate. This kind of reminds me of the Paladin matchup as a warrior right now. That's pretty much what I'm looking at, except
Yeah,
more
it's
aggressive.
just trying to catch up at this point.
Yeah, it feels absolutely
2 damage off
excruciating.
lethal here.
Yeah. Hasn't even played any Sludge Belchers either. Oh, that is good
Is that
game.
game?
It looks like game.
14 plus 3. That is.
That's game.
Yep, that's game.
GG, well played. Exactly lethal. Oh.
Perfect. Reynad took a minute to count it out.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. All right, so that's actually wow. Firebat got bursted really, really hard. Well, that's what Handlock does. If you
I've got to give
switch
it to Reynad. It is very, very rare to see a handlock played that well.
of
Wow.
Doom. Yeah, we
He
know
decided
why.
to go. Oh, I do know why. It's the
You know
Harvest.
why.
Harvest don't win games.
As far as I know, they don't win games. I mean, we'll see here if any Harvest Golems
Uh,
crop up.
let's keep this a little bit secret for the
Yeah.
chat. Let's
Yeah.
have a little bit of surprise. But everyone, keep in mind, Harvest Golems do not win games, and Firebat knows that all too well.
Yeah. And just to say, like, if Reynad had a beast in his deck, he probably wouldn't have it for long.
Ooh, Reynad got the Twilight Drake. Too bad Firebat has the perfect answer to it.
It's even
Going with
worse
the
with
Wild
the
Growth into Keeper
yeah,
of the Grove into the
perfect
Wrath.
curving.
Oh,
Oh,
and
here's a Harvest Golem.
there's one Harvest Golem. Where's the
Yeah.
other?
I don't know. There's usually two around here, no? They come in pairs. I've seen many of those Harvest Golems hanging around with their white beard. Oh my god. This
Oh,
could this is a pretty nice hand for Reynad as well, though. Let's be honest. It doesn't have the Mountain Giant, but I do like this. I do
he
like
does have he
this.
does have a good follow up to the Drake with that Belcher.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, Firebat does not have. He has a perfect answer to the Drake, but he does not have anything to follow it, which may be an issue.
Yeah, especially
And that
considering the
black, that
Black Knight.
the black. Ooh, this is going to actually be a great game, just based on how it's playing out so far.
Yeah, Firebat expecting the Drake coming down with the Keeper of the Grove Silence on the Drake and followed up with a coin, possibly Hero Power, but he goes for the Wrath card draw, realizing that his hand has very little follow-ups, so he's gonna
Exactly. He needs
dig
to
for
cycle
those.
through it. He
Yeah,
needs a play, and the Belcher answers it perfectly.
this is a perfect card right now. It's being played like it's played everywhere right now. The Belcher. Is there even
Ooh,
hunters
Mountain
run it?
Giant. Reynad will not be happy when that Harvest Golem comes out.
Oh, that Harvest Golem is going to wreck Reynad's day. Okay, let's look at Reynad's face. Let's
Oh,
prepare.
Spirebat's just smiling when
I've
he
got some
sees that.
NaCl in my bags. Oh, he
Oh,
says
he
sorry.
does the
And
salt come out?
no, it doesn't yet because there's only
Oh,
one Harvest Golem's been played.
when the
We're waiting
second
for the
one comes
second one.
out, it's a strong Harvest Golem.
Yeah, very strong. Kisterfer had the same problem. Those Harvest Golems are everywhere right now.
I know, dude.
I don't know what's up
Gar
with
and
that.
Firebat just love those cards.
Yeah, they probably had a summit about that. We're talking about it. I'd imagine. All
Um,
right.
okay,
You
but if
Shadow
you were in
Flame?
Reynad's position, ugh,
No, you don't. Belcher? Just belch. Just vomit everything on the board.
I don't know. What about
Then
double Mortar Coil and Farseer?
I guess you do draw. When are you going to get value out of the coil? And there it is. Right, good call. That was a really good call. So I'm really curious whether or
Actually,
not
no,
he
no, no. I
Farseers
think
here.
I like the Watcher taunt, giving him the opportunity to silence it afterwards.
What about Watcher Tap? And you keep the Sun Fury for when the Druid tries to bring you too low and you punish him?
That's true.
He doesn't have the second
I guess
Harvest
he
Golem in hand. Oh,
Ooh,
there's a
Black Knight
pseudo
too.
golem. Wow, that's some heavy removal.
This is turning out to be a very how would
I
you I wouldn't say surprising game, but
peculiar
yeah,
game. Yeah, it
I'm in,
definitely
I'm
is.
yeah, I'm actually really enjoying watching this game just to
What's
see how
good?
it plays out.
Yeah,
I'm actually on the edge of my seat right now.
like Reynad right now would love to have a Mortal Coil to be able to silence off his Watcher, go in there, coil once,
Mhm.
and then maybe Shadow Flame everything off the board or something. But right now, that's not even possible. So, do you
Um,
just load them to slow down the aggression a bit? Do you
what about
Black Knight immediately?
silence your watcher, attack Shadow Flame?
No, that's the only other play. The thing is, it leaves you with a 1/2 on the board, right? It
It
leaves
leaves
them,
him with
sorry,
a
with a
1/2 and
1/2.
you with a 2/1.
I think Loatheb is the safest play if you expect Force of Natures in the near future. Like, there's no board wipe following a Loatheb. And if he plays a huge taunt, you have Black
Yeah.
Knight into taunts.
Firebat's too off lethal here.
Mm-hmm. It's very dangerous. I mean, there's no Force of Nature Roar yet, but
He does
Innervate's
have to
not been
worry
played.
about a
Just Savage Roar.
Druid of the Claw, Savage Roar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
That
very,
would be
very
lethal.
dangerous. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be in Reynad's shoes right now because this is what decides the game, I think. This one decision here.
Do you think if he Lothebs, would he taunt his guy up? Sludge Belcher, huh?
All right, Black Knight is gonna get good value on Firebat's side here, I believe. Unless you do keep that for bigger minions, I'd assume. I mean,
Yeah,
you know
so
you're
I
gonna.
think
Oh wow,
Reynad's
the second
realizing he only
Harvest
has.
Golem.
Oh, the Harvest Golem came. There it is.
Oh, this is gonna be awful to watch. Firebat is probably grinning inside,
Oh yeah.
knowing that like even if he gets Reynad low on health, it doesn't even matter. Oh, this is. I don't know how to call this. Now, Reynad's gonna have two beasts that have in its sights, though. How do you deal with two of those beasts?
Um.
Would you Shadow Flame one? Because you definitely can.
Ooh, that. Oh, this is so weird.
Because if you do, then you're gonna lose the second one. Oh, Firebat is smiling and just spamming sorry. Um, he's
Yeah,
even got the double
that's some
swipe
real
to the
BM going right
face.
here.
Reynad can't Hellfire because he's gonna get double swiped. So that's out of the question.
Oh.
I mean, this is not good.
Argus would make such a difference here.
Mm-hmm.
I think, sadly, as sad as this is, you silence
The Watcher.
the no. You silence the Belcher, play the
Mm,
Molten Giant,
oh no.
Shadow Flame. No, does that do it?
That hurts though. I mean, you might do it, but it
Yeah,
hurts.
you
But
do that, then you can play your wait. So that's
that's a lot.
2, 3, 7.
You can do
No,
it,
you
yeah.
can't.
You're gonna be one man off of taunting up though, unless you Shadow Flame immediately. Okay.
He has a Shadow. No.
No. Not both. I mean, he has to taunt both. Otherwise, we know that Firebat's just gonna go through and oh my god, if Firebat tops like an innervate, this is gonna be. Oh, the salt is real. Is this over? I mean, it's not
Is it
lethal
over?
yet.
So big game, kill one. Black
Trade,
Knight swipe
trade,
the other. No, it's not lethal yet.
and then Oh yeah, he needs to find an innervate for some kind of massive play. I mean, he's still using the Harvest Golem here, definitely. Um, but I mean, he's probably gonna end up swiping the face and weakening the other Harvest Golem, the other Molten Giant, and attacking with Belcher plus the Black Knight. Would you do that?
No, I
Is
think I
that
would
too
swipe
weak?
the. I think
The
I would
Wol-
swipe the giant and then just run the Black Knight in.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense
No.
actually.
Cancel that. I would run the Belcher into. Oh, well, then you're susceptible to Shadow Flame.
There's a lot of things you can do here. Swiping the Giant is one of them because you can actually wipe the Earthling Farce here.
Yeah,
Reynad's face just went,
Reynad's
what?
like he did the exact same thing Christopher did.
Yeah, the exact same face, which is move your
We
hands
need Children
around.
up in here. Children has to do like a side by side
Uh,
comparison of the second big game hunter from
yeah,
Christopher to Reynad.
that was worth every little. The worst part is, I was thinking of bringing that to WCA, but no, I don't think I am. I had a druid deck, token druid, with two BGHs. Wait, Reynad
Really?
plays two as well, no? Or is that
Oh
the first
no,
one?
I think this is first one.
Oh yeah, he played it in the other game. That's right. Never mind. All right, so that's kind of interesting. So Belcher is well, what does Reynad even do here? There's nothing to do, is there? No
Lose?
taunting.
No, no, no. There is something that he can do.
Loatheb
Yeah,
Shadow
there is
Flame.
a way he can survive, and he's not doing it. He needs to Black Knight that, silence his Watcher,
Trade, 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 trade.
trade, trade, trade. Yep,
And
and
then
Firebat.
what? Hurthering Farseer's face? Well, actually, he would live one turn at least.
Yeah,
No, that might be enough with a good Siphon Soul follow up.
that's his only opportunity to win this game. Oh well, this is actually a better way to clear it. I'm
That's
sorry.
even better actually, and he can even play Lothar.
Wow. Okay, Reynad saw a much better play than I thought to do. Good
The thing
catch by
is,
him.
Ancient of War is really dangerous here because you know. Oh wow, GG well played. Oh no, he can't. He can't swipe. Wait,
He's
that's
gonna
gonna
charge
bring
and play
him
the
down.
Belcher.
Oh wow, that's not gonna be enough to save him on the following turn. Even with earning Farseer, he'd need to find a Siphon.
So
No,
what?
no, no,
What
Reynad,
is
you did
going
not.
on?
The Harvest Golems were not enough.
I don't think I've ever seen games like what we're seeing tonight.
This is not possible. How is Reynad staying in here? He's gonna have to do it, right? There's no way he doesn't. Wait, no, Reynad, no, Reynad, Reynad. Please,
No.
Reynad. No, Reynad. Don't do it. Careful with that swipe.
But actually, no. I think he has to. No, I think he was doing that right. Black Knight that.
No, you can't. You can't Black Knight. If you do, then you can't heal.
You can hear
You,
with
you,
Farseer.
you need to Farseer plus Siphon Soul to live.
That's not true. He could have been at five
One
health.
health? Oh, that would have been
Oh yeah, put
dangerous,
him at one
though.
health.
The danger would have been too great. Now, Reynad could actually be coming back in this game. I could see
Depending
it.
if he played Ancient of Lore, I think so. But I think Firebat realizes that Cenarius puts Reynad in a situation that I don't think he can come back from.
Well, that kind of just doesn't. No, look at that. That's actually false. Everything, and he can even Parabwhelm his Loatheb, attack the scenarios, then silence it off.
Wait, say that again.
He could even keep his Loatheb alive by silencing it off.
So you power overwhelming
So
Hellfire.
You Black Knight the 2/2 or whatever. Oh wow, wait. Oh, really, Reynad?
Oh,
You're not allowed to do that, Reynad.
did he?
Did this just happen?
Did he really just top deck that card?
No, he did not. I refuse to believe it. We see Firebat dancing, but he shouldn't dance.
Firebat's like, yeah, I've won this. Give up. But
And
Reynad,
Reynad's like, wait, what?
Reynad's like, I need this card. Oh, there it is. I need this one. There it is.
But like, Black Knight is actually wouldn't have been too bad though. Like you could have Black Knighted the 2/2, attacked the 2/2 with the Farseer, traded your Loatheb into Scenarios, and then, after all is said and done, and now he keeps the Black Knight for the massive Ancients of Awesome that are going to be coming out.
I think some Sylvanas has to come down.
Now he might Wrath for card draws just to fetch Force of Nature. Let's be done with this, he says. Oh, maybe he's not. Well, Sylvanas does have to come down though. He's really, yeah.
Firebat's someone who's very meticulous with every one of his moves. He counts every card, knows exactly what his odds are of drawing a card that he may need.
Yeah, but I mean, how many cards he got in his deck right now? He's got a ton. So the odds of drawing what he needs, so he can't really play around that right now. This looks actually like it's really huge pressure on Reynad. The best way to no, I don't think that'll do it. He needs to tap now, which puts him in swipe range. Yeah, I believe that's it. This should be the end of the game right now. Yep,
Yep.
Reynad concedes, and the game goes to
Wow.
Firebat with too many Harvest Golems for this.
You can't,
Uh,
can't this tournament is just run by Harvest